Hello friends, you're going to appear for a very important examination of your life. First of all, I, Mr. Akhil Bhosle, would like to congratulate you for appearing this very important examination. I know you have been preparing very well, but today I'm going to give you some tips so that you can prepare yourself and face the examination very confidently. First thing, we should know which area to be focused on to get good marks. Question number 1, language study, which is for 10 marks. Question number 2, textual passages, which are for 20 marks. Question number 3, activities based on poetry are for 10 marks. And question number 4, non-textual passages, only for 10 marks. This is the area where you can get good marks, and so it is to be concentrated, all the activities to be done very sincerely. Try to understand the nature of each and every activity and present your answer as per the expectation of SSC board. Then only you will be able to get good marks in this area. This is the area which is called scoring. So presentation of the answer according to the nature of the activity is very important. For example, activity 1, which is so called simple activity, in which you'll have to present your answer in 1 or 2 words. Just check the nature of the activity and present the answer. For example, if it is only true or false, right or wrong, answer it in only 1 word. If it is fill in the blanks, complete the following sentences, complete the sentence and underline it so that you can get the marks reserved for it. Activity number 2, which is complex factual, sometimes the answer would be in 4 words, whereas sometimes the answer would be in 4 lines. But don't write the answer as it is from the given passage. You should change certain things and present your answer. That is very important. Third activity is based on vocabulary, and it is totally based on the passage given to you. So try to read the passage, try to understand the meaning of the words given in context. So for that, you can prepare the words from the margin scaffolding activities. Try to memorize the words from every lesson so that you won't find any difficulty in activity number 3, which is based on vocabulary. Activity 4, which is based on grammar, you are going to prepare the grammar right from the standard 6. You have whatever the grammar you have been studying from standard 6 is very important. So concentrate on that and do your best. Activity 5, which is called personal response, it requires a lot of efforts, it requires a lot of practice. And if you have that practice, you can do that, do the activity very well. So practice it and write your answer very well. Third question, which is based on poetry, it is also the area where you can get good marks. So try to understand the nature of activity here also, especially activity 3rd, which is based on figures of speech, rhyming scheme and rhyming word. Try to understand the different figures of speech so that you can get 1 mark, which is reserved for it. Secondly, the appreciation of poem is quite easy. This is the area where you can get 5 out of 5 marks. Whatever the points given to you, try to keep it in mind and write your appreciation in paragraph format. Don't forget to give the title to your appreciation. Just memorize the central idea of each and every poem so that you can write the appreciation of the poem easily. Second area, that is the area where you want to concentrate, or we can say the area where we need to concentrate at the last or at the 11th hour, where we fall short. Especially this area is In language study, activity number 3, it is challenging activity. All of you know that. The whole activity sheet is divided into 3 difficulty level. Some activities are very simple, some activities are medium level, and some activities are challenging. So whatever the challenging activities are there, it needs a lot of practice. So activity number 3 in language study is quite difficult. If you concentrate on it, try to understand what kind of activities are there, you can easily get good marks of that activity also. So especially direct indirect speech, change the voice, change the degree, then use one word as a noun and as a verb, and use 2 words in a single sentence. These are the activities so-called challenging activity. If you concentrate on it, you can get good marks. So language study is the area where you can get 10 out of 10 marks, and you should concentrate on it, and don't forget that you should not lose any mark in language study. Second area that is to be concentrated is the personal response. The personal response is there in textual passages and non-textual passage. It is for 2 marks, where you need to write your own answer. Answer from the given passage is not at all accepted, whereas it is the answer, it is your personal response, which is to be written in 5 to 6 sentences. So try to understand the activity given to you, try to understand the question given to you, and present your answer as per the activity. And it should be in 5 to 6 sentences, not lines. Okay, if beforehand, if you prepare this activity, if you try your level best to take out 2-3 questions on each and every lesson, you can get some practice of solving this activity. So do that also. The next area which is to be concentrated is the summary writing. We know that question number 4 is non-textual passage, and on non-textual passage you will have to write summary. Summary writing is quite difficult. What exactly do you want to do? Whenever you read the passage, try to underline the important points from that respective passage. Once you underline the passage, once you comprehend the passage very well, once you understand the passage very well, you can write the summary of it. So what is summary exactly? Summary is the central idea of the given passage, which is written in your own words. Okay, so while writing summary, first thing you are going to do is that you are going to give a suitable title to your summary. Secondly, you are going to write the summary in your own words. You can use some words from the given passage, but you are not going to use the lines as it is from the given passage. And it is to be written in your own sentences, own words. It should be precise, it should be short, but all important aspects, all important points to be covered in the summary. While writing summary, you can use some grammatical structures, and you can give, or you can begin and end your summary appropriately. That is very important. Just keep it in mind that summary should not be more than the given passages. It is the short, precise writing of the given passage, so it should be short and sweet. The next area where you want to concentrate is question number 6b, that is drafting a speech and writing view and counter view. Especially drafting a speech is quite easy area. If you are going to write drafting a speech, that is very easy because you have been doing, or you have been participating in number of competitions, and you know how to draft the speech, how to begin it, how to write the body of it, and how to conclude it. But the option to this question is view and counter view. It is quite difficult. View and counter view is not that much elaborative, where you'll be given either view or counter view. Based on the given view or based on the given counter view, you will have to write either view or counter view. It should be short, it should be sweet, and all the points to be covered in that view and counter view. And it is your own opinion that you are going to write in this area. So proper beginning, proper end is very important. You are not allowed to write extra things which are not included in that view or counter view in the activity sheet. So I feel the better option is adopting a speech. So go for that. Don't go for view and counter view. The last area which is so called challenging, that is creative writing, that is question number 7A and B. It needs a lot of practice. Earlier I told you that the whole activity sheet is divided into 3 difficulty levels. First is easy, second is medium level, and third is challenging. So creative writing is totally challenging, but it doesn't mean that you can't do this. If you have good practice, if you have good imagination power, if you have a skill of expression, definitely you can do that. So what exactly you are going to do in creative writing? In creative writing, first of all, we have expand the theme. Expand the theme is based on the proverb, maxim or quotation. A proverb, maxim or quotation will be given to you. You will have to write the expansion, the elaboration of that proverb, maxim or quotation. Most of the time, the expansion is based on one's life, one's success, and so you can prepare that kind of expansion. You can memorize some expansion beforehand also, like cut your coat according to your cloth. Then you can prepare some quotations which are related to success. Okay, so it is up to you how to prepare it. Second thing, option to this question is report writing. Report writing is quite difficult because it is to be written very precisely and sticking to the point. A news headline would be given to you, and based on that news headline, you are going to write the report. So report should be short and sweet, and it is to be written with the points. First thing is title. Title is the given headline that is to be given to your writer. Then byline, dateline and byline, where that incident had taken place. You are going to begin with that, the name of the city, date of the incident, and by whom that report is given. Okay, then you are going to elaborate with the 3 WH. How, when and where, or when, where and how. If you use these 3 WH, you can write your report easily. One more thing is that report should be written in past tense, especially it is written in passive construction. And there is no need to write extra things, additional material in the report writing. So it should be very precise, it should be short so that people can read it. And it should be elaborated point to point. That's it. But compared to expansion based on proverb, maxim and quotation, report writing is little bit difficult. So better you go for expand the theme based on proverb, maxim or quotation. The last point, which is really difficult and really challenging for all of us, because it is the subject where you want to think on the spot. It is based on developing a story and narrating an experience. Either beginning or ending will be given to you. Okay, based on that ending or beginning, you are going to think about the story. You are going to narrate an experience you have got in your life. So on the spot, you want to think about the story. On the spot, you want to create the character in the story. On the spot, you want to create the situation. So it is quite difficult. So beforehand, if you take some beginnings, if you take some endings, and if you try or judge yourself, definitely you can get good practice. And it is rightly said that practice makes a man perfect. So this is the area where a lot of practice is needed. So I think in 1 or 2 days, whatever the days left for the exam, you can prepare or concentrate on this area where we fall short, where we have not got that much practice. That is very important. Okay, one more thing that we want to, the area where we can get good marks is the appreciation of poem. So concentrate on that area also, where you can get 5 out of 5 marks. Then letter writing, information transfer, where you can get 5 out of 5 marks. First thing, letter to be written in block format. All the aspects of letter to be taken at the left side, and the letter to be written with the given subject. So it is a guided letter, and you are going to write in 3 paragraphs. Whatever it is, whether it is letter, whether it is paragraph writing, whether it is report writing, or whether it is narrating a story or an experience. It is to be written in 3 paragraphs. 3 paragraphs. First, very important thing is beginning. It is rightly said that well begin is half done. So if you begin your paragraph, if you begin your story very nicely, definitely that is going to create impression on the examiner's mind. So beginning is very important. Second point is the body. So you will be given the points in your activity sheet. Try to use that points. Related to that points, try to use some additional points, because these additional points are considered for the scholar students. So that is to be written. And last but not least, that is conclusion. That is very important. Conclude your letter, conclude your write-up by any quotation, good saying, or maxim if you know. Okay, so keep it in mind, 3 points: proper beginning, body, and last is proper conclusion. So you are going to make 3 paragraphs: proper beginning, body, and end. So marks are given accordingly. So do not write your write-up in one single paragraph. You are not going to get marks out of 5. Okay, overall we have seen which area is to be concentrated, which area where you fall short and where practice is needed. So as far as the whole activity sheet, if you plan, if you have proper planning, proper time management, you can complete your whole activity sheet within the time given. So question number 1, that is language study, and which is for 10 marks, that is to be completed in 15 minutes. All activities are very easy, so you can complete it in 15 minutes. Section number 2, that is question number 2, based on textual passages, which is for 20 marks. If you take around 17 to 80 minutes, now half an hour is excess is given to you, so you can take 20 minutes. So 20 plus 20, 40 minutes. So for textual passages, you can 40 minutes. You can take 40 minutes. Within 40 minutes, you can complete. You should complete your textual passages. Then third question is based on poetry, comprehension, and appreciation. It is for 5 plus 5, 10 marks, and it is to be completed within 20 minutes. Okay, I think you can, because only 3 activities are there in poetic comprehension and appreciation. You know how to write it, so you can complete it in 20 minutes. Fourth question, which is based on non-textual passages, where you can comprehend the passage easily, but to write the summary of it, it requires a lot of time, because you have to read the passage, you have to understand it, you have to comprehend it properly, you have to concentrate on the important points, and then you'll have to write the summary of it. So it takes a lot of time. So 35 minutes are required for non-textual passage and to write summary. So you can take 35 minutes, and even if requires you can take some 2 or 3 minutes extra also. Then writing skill, which is question number 5, 6, 7, in which you are going to write either formal letter or informal letter, that is one letter. Next one is information transfer, verbal to non-verbal or non-verbal to verbal. Next is drafting a speech and view and counter view. Everywhere option is there. And next one is expand the theme based on proverb, maxim or quotation or news report. And last is writing a story or narrating an experience. So everywhere, whatever it is, whatever the write-up is, you are going to take around 15 to 18 minutes for every writing skill, so that you can complete your whole activity sheet within 170 to 180 minutes. Now half an hour is excess is given to you, so it is up to you how to adjust the time and how to cover the paper in the given slot of time. Last minute revision is very important. It plays very important role in your study. So what exactly to be done in those 3 days? Okay, if you get time, try to read each and every lesson and poem very carefully. Secondly, you should concentrate more on the margin scaffolding activity, which are given at the right side or left side of each and every page, on which some difficult words are given, some phrases are given, some activities are given. If you concentrate that activities, definitely that activities are going to be very much helpful for you. Next, the English workshop, which is after the lesson. Just try to concentrate on all the activities given in the English workshop. It is based on that simple factual activity, complex factual activity, vocabulary based on activity based on vocabulary, grammar based activity, and some writing skill activity. So if you concentrate on each and every lesson, you're going to prepare the whole activity sheet. That is very important. At last, practice makes the man perfect. So within these 2 days, try to solve 1 or 2 question papers so that you can get the practice of non-textual passage also. Concentrate more on writing skill so that you can gain confidence. That confidence plays very important role. So with that confidence, if you go ahead and face this exam very carefully, definitely nobody will stop you in getting good marks in English. As English is a scoring subject, and if you write it very well, definitely you can get good marks. The last but not least, very important thing is that you should not change the sequence of the questions. So right from the question number 1 to question number 7, you are going in the same sequence. You are writing the new question, or you are going to write the new question on new page. Try to keep the whole activity clean and tidy. Don't rub the answers unnecessarily. It is going to create a bad impression on examiner's mind. So if you go step by step, our activity sheet is from simple to difficult level. So do not change the sequence. Go from question number 1 to question number 7. Just plan your timetable properly and go ahead. It is rightly said that exams are a test of your hard work, perseverance and diligence. So face it with confidence. Wish you all the best. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much.